Scientific goals and abilities have changed during the last 70 years. First, anti-tuberculosis drugs were created in the 1940s. They brought the real hope of helping mankind to get rid of tuberculosis. Sadly, that hope was not realized.
The deeper scientists delve into the nature of tuberculosis, the more they understand the unique adaptability of its pathogen, which makes it supremely important to learn how to control and restrain the development of the infection.
It is therefore becoming ever more important to continue molecular and biological scientific research, which is our Institute's field of specialization.
Те направления, которые сегодня работает на Новосибирский научно-исследовательский институт туберкулеза.
Novosibirsk Institute of Tuberculosis is the only federal TB research establishment east of the Urals in Russia. The institute carries out epidemiological monitoring of tuberculosis in Siberia and the Far East of Russia, using multivariate analysis and helping regions to organize the most effective system of TB's timely detection and control. Comprehensive assessment of all significant factors is the basis for the development of effective anti-TB activities in the regions where the Institute works.
Когда к нам обращаются территории, мы с ними совместно
пишем
программы борьбы, корректируем их, подсказываем, как это сделать лучше, какие у них точки наиболее проблемными, как решить их.
While creating a new management model to counter TB, Novosibirsk scientists pay attention to certain patterns that at first glance have nothing to do with the infection spreading.
We are trying to assess how different systems of state management affect the tuberculosis situation, endeavoring to understand the patterns.
6 main control indicators have been chosen to help analyze the situation.
Если будет понятно, на какие вещи можно влиять, и оценить лаг-период, потому что, да, допустим, там приняли хороший закон, значит, туберкулез не пойдет. Это нужно пройти какой-то период. Поэтому, если будут известны некие вот механизмы, то, вероятно, можно будет как-то управлять ситуацией с туберкулезом.
Novosibirsk Institute of Tuberculosis has countless opportunities for fundamental research. Close contact with the Siberian branch of the Russian Academy of Science and institutions under the Russian Health Ministry, as well as with foreign scientific research centers, allow us to solve highly complicated problems at the most advanced level.
And that trademark, if you will, of generating knowledge while actually doing the work is certainly something that's been elevated at Novosibirsk, especially over the last 4 decades, where my colleague and friend Vladimir Krasnov has been leading Novosibirsk in that direction.
Our scientists contribute significantly in supporting the World Health Organization's program on tuberculosis control.
We became more noticeable in the world after we've been awarded the status of the World Health Organization Collaborating Center. Foreign institutes now turn to us, asking about possible cooperation.
И к нам обращаются международные специалисты, а также зарубежные институты с запросом о возможных взаимных научных проектах.
Безусловно, Новосибирский институт, он очень значимый.
There is no doubt that the Novosibirsk Institute of Tuberculosis is very significant and has great potential. It is among the leading Russian institutions.
Они участвуют во всех конференциях, они представляют свои наработки. И среди институтов России он, уверяю вас, далеко не на последнем месте, а в первых рядах.
Methods of microbiological research play a crucial role in TB studies, when the Institute's laboratories work to establish the TB agent, give a correct diagnosis, and then help to monitor the effectiveness of treatment. In line with global research trends, our institute began studies of TB infection at the molecular genetic level. Scientists from Novosibirsk TB Institute use an evolutionary technology of high-performing pyrosequencing.
Посредством секвенирования нового поколения мы
By using next-generation sequencing, we gain the ability to define rare polymorphisms and mutations. And not only in tuberculosis bacteria, we can also study the development of tuberculosis mycobacterium resistance.
Поскольку эта проблема сейчас выходит на первое место возникновения мультирезистентных штаммов.
The next step is further studies of non-tuberculous mycobacteria genomes and attributing its phylogenetic relationships. The Institute's clinical laboratory equipment allows scientists to conduct research at the most advanced levels, for example, using hematology analyzers with flow cytometry function, enabling more possibilities in common blood test studies.
It allows us to study reticulocytes, their fractions and level of hemoglobin, and it means we can quickly track the effectiveness of iron preparation therapy in patients.
Этот тест дает возможность достаточно быстро отследить фармакотерапию препаратами железа у наших пациентов.
The Institute's clinic deals with patients suffering from the most complex and severe forms of TB. When such patients prepare for surgery, the clinic's experts rely on the laboratory to deliver results of the analysis of the patient's hemostasis system.
Предоперационная подготовка, включая лабораторные исследования, позволяет
Laboratory research helps identify the correct therapy in preoperative and postoperative periods.
We are working on developing the best examination and pharmacological correction systems for patients with hemostatic disorders. We actively work on detecting interferon gamma, the cell's response marker to stimulation with TB's microbacterium peptide antigen. The most promising research from a scientific viewpoint seems to be those that create ways of delivering anti-TB drugs targeted to the very center of the disease.
К этим способам лечения относится липосомальная терапия, идеологом которой был крупный ученый.
These include liposomal chemotherapy, supported by Professor Yuri Kurunov.
Кроме этого, очень важным методом лечения является разработанный в 70-е и 80-е годы.
And the method of intravenous antibacterial chemotherapy, developed in the late 1970s by the Associate Professor of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Igor Usov.
Игорем Григорьевичем Урсовым. В последние годы интерес к внутривенному методу лечения растет во всем мире.
Today, these studies are again a priority for us, but at a higher level and with new opportunities. We have to ensure the correct assessment of effectiveness, as demanded by evidence-based medicine.
The more effectively our colleagues from other institutions use our developments, the higher we value them. One such development is a modified osteoplastic thoracoplastine carried out via a mini access point.
Значительно снизился процент отказов, то есть оперируются и в том числе и женщины.
We have developed and scientifically substantiated our surgical techniques. We implement them both in our practice and in other tuberculosis wards around the country.
Отделениях Сибири и Дальнего Востока.
Siberian scientists have created a temporary bronchus occlusion technique, the effectiveness of which was convincingly proved. A reverse endobronchial valve is installed to treat different types of lung TB, including those with multiple drug resistance.
Новый немедикаментозный метод позволяет повысить эффективность лечения.
This method is used in combination with surgery and allows us to apply club surgery with valvular bronchial blocking.
Сочетание хирургии и клапанной бронхоблокации удается до 90% добиться закрытия полостей деструкции.
Today, this method is widely used in Russia. The Institute's next priority is urogenital tuberculosis research.
Широко применяется лазерная терапия и лазерная хирургия.
Laser surgery therapy is widely used, helping us to diagnose renal tuberculosis where other methods do not give a clear answer. Laser therapy reduces by a factor of 2 the need for surgical intervention.
В лечении можно сократить потребность в хирургическом вмешательстве в 2 раза.
Methods of curing bladder and prostate diseases and treatments for sexual dysfunctions developed by the Institute have proved to be highly effective. The Novosibirsk TB Institute uses a unique approach in combining complex TB treatments with an anti-stress neuropsychological therapy.
We teach the human body to reprogram the model of all its systems.
Novosibirsk specialists are confident that their combined efforts will conquer the disease, creating a knowledge-intensive approach to diagnosis and treatment of the most complex forms of tuberculosis remains the Institute's priority.